I want to ask you a question, and it may be one of the most important questions that we could ask ourselves. And that is there somewhere in your life that you are ignoring an inner knowing that you have? I remember in the year 2000, and at the time I was really happily married. I had a beautiful partner. I had 2 young children, 7 and 5, and we were well off. And we really loved each other. And I was sitting one night and reading a book, and as I read this book, I came across this line that said something along the line of, the world is ready and calling on the light workers to give their gifts. And if you are one of these light workers, you will know it. And everything in me came awake. Everything came awake. And I knew to the core of me that this book was speaking to me, that this was grace in its own way, sharing with me that it was time. And I turned to my husband at the time and said, with tears running down my face, I think I have to leave this relationship. And God bless him, we talked about it, and he openly just heard me. And at the end of it all, he said, well, if you have to leave, you have to leave. And I think somewhere in him, he could hear the truth of it. It wasn't what either of us wanted to hear, and yet he could hear the truth of it. For about a year, I didn't leave. For about a year, I argued and tried to find any way of staying in that relationship and still honoring this inner voice that I had. But it was so clear to me in the end that for me to be who it was that I was here to be, it could not be in the relationship. I had to step out into the unknown. Now, of course, that may not be your story. This was what was true in my heart. And yet, what I'm asking you is still the same question, and that is, where is it in your life that you have a deep knowing, that you truly know that there is some decision to make or some action to go forward with, and yet, for whatever reason, you're not taking that action? If that's true for you, then I would ask that you really deeply sit with that. Because here's the thing, if you keep ignoring that calling, then somewhere within you, your spirit starts to go to sleep, because it knows that you're not listening to what it is that really deeply matters to you.